Thank you, great lovers of mathematics. I am tutor Quintic. In today's math class, we shall be solving an Olympiad mathematics question. It is already written on the board. If x raised to the power 3 multiply x raised to the power 2 minus 28 equal to minus 171x. Then, what is the value of x? Kindly subscribe to my channel and also like my videos. I want you to watch to the end. This is a Quintic equation and we are going to solve it. Therefore, we move on. Given to solve, solution to it is x raised to the power 3 into x raised to the power 2 minus 28 equal to minus 171x. The first thing I will do is to multiply through the bracket by the left hand side, that is opening the bracket. And that is going to be x times x raised to the power 3 times x raised to the power 2 will give me x raised to the power 5. Then this time this will give me minus 28x raised to the power 3 then equal to minus 171x. That is the first step, and the second step is going to be we move what we have by the right hand side to the left hand side, and it is going to give us x raised to the power 5 minus 28x raised to the power 3 then plus 171x. Everything now is equal to 0. I have moved what we have by the right hand side to the left, and this is what it resulted. Now, looking by the left hand side, everything comes in terms of x. Let us factor x because x is common. We factor it outside, and that is going to give us x into x raised to the power 4 minus 28x raised to the power 2 plus 171. Everything now is equal to 0. See, I have factored x, which is common. Factoring x here remains x raised to the power 4. Here, x raised to the power 2 here has no x because I have now factored x outside. What this thing means is that from these two we have, it means that the first one, which is x, is equal to 0, or from the second part of the bracket, x raised to the power 4 minus 28x raised to the power 2 plus 171 is also equal to 0. So either this is equal to 0 or the bracket is equal to 0. Therefore, from the first part, we have gotten the first solution for the value of x, that x, one of the answers for the value of x is that x is equal to 0. Now let's go into the second part of the equation, which is x raised to the power 4 minus 28x raised to the power 2 plus 171 equal to 0. Now looking at this, I want you to see, I want to write x raised to the power 4 as x raised to the power 2 or raised to the power 2 because 2 times 2 will give me 4. Therefore, I will express this in this form, meaning that I will now have it written as x raised to the power 2 or raised to the power 2 minus 28x plus 171 is equal to 0. Why did I do that? So that I can have, this place is x raised to the power 2 place. So that since I have x raised to the power 2 here and x raised to the power 2 here, I can let it to be sudden, and that means let y be equal to x raised to the power 2. Implying that anywhere I see x raised to the power 2, I will write it as letter y. Therefore, from this bracket I have x raised to the power 2, which is now y raised to the power 2. That is, what x raised to the power 2 inside the bracket is y. Then the power 2 outside the bracket is this 2, power 2. Next I have is minus 28x raised to the power 2, which we have said that it is equal to y. Then plus 171, it is equal to 0. Looking at it as the way it is now, you can agree with me that it has become a quadratic equation. So we use one of the methods of quadratic equation to solve that. Let us go by quadratic formula that says minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything divided by 2a. This is quadratic formula. And from this formula we have it that a is equal to 1. Okay? And from here, my b is equal to minus 28. And my c here, the value of c is equal to 171. What does it mean? The value of a in this quadratic equation is the coefficient of y squared, while the value of b is the coefficient of y. Then the value of c is the number which is independent of a y variable. Therefore, putting these values into the quadratic formula, I will now have minus 28, that is the value of b, then plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is now minus 28 squared, okay, minus 4 multiplied by a, which is 1, multiplied by c, which is 107 to 1, everything divided by 2 multiplied by 1, 2a. Good. Minus will give us now plus 28, then plus or minus the square root of minus 28 squared is going to give us 784. That is 28 times 28. Minus 28 times minus 28 is 724. And the 84, right? So therefore 784 minus, then 4 times 1 is 4, and 171 times 4, 4 into 1 is 4, here is 28, so that is 684. Beautiful. Everything divided by 2 times 1, which is now 2. We move on. Then, moving forward from here, I can now have 28, then plus or minus 784 minus 684 will give us 100. 784 minus 684, 001. So, that will now be square root of 100 divided by 2. Okay, we keep on going. Our interest now is to get the value of y, and from there we can get the value of x. And therefore, from here I can have 28 plus or minus 10, that is the square root of 100, all over 2, which is equal to, if I take plus, I will have it 28 plus 10 over 2, which is 38 over 2 equal to 19. Or I take plus minus 28 minus 10 over 2, which is equal to 18 over 2, and that is equal to 9. It implies that y is equal to 19 or 9. But we're interested in getting the value of x because the question is given to us in terms of x. That means that we should find the value of x. And the values of x are meant to be 5 values because here we have a quintic equation, which implies an equation that has 50 roots, 5 roots. Therefore, now, moving forward, we said here, very important, that y is equal to x raised to the power 2. Therefore, when y is equal to here, 9, we now have y replaced. From here, y is equal to x raised to the power 2. So therefore, y now is 9 equal to x raised to the power 2. Implying that x will now be equal to the square root of plus or minus square root of 9. And therefore, x now will be equal to plus or minus 3. Very good. Also, when y is equal to 19, from what we have here, y equal to x squared. So when y is 19 equal to x squared, we have it that x is equal to plus or minus the square root of 19. In conclusion, we have gotten the value of x here, plus or minus 19. Okay? We have also gotten the value of x here, plus or minus 3. We have also gotten the value of x here, which is 0. Concluding to this question that we are given, the first value of x in this equation is equal to 0. The second value of x in this equation is 3. The third value of x is minus 3. The fourth value of x is root 19. And the fifth value of x is equal to minus square root of 19. These are the values of x. So, the values of x are 0, 3, minus 3, square root of 19, and the negative square root of 19. These are the values of x, the solution. Remember, note that a quadratic equation means degree 2 when x is raised to power 2, and the cubic equation is when x is raised to power 3. Then quartic equation is when x is raised to power 4, and the quintic equation is when x is raised to power 5. So the one we solve now is when x is raised to power 5. That is when we have up to 50 degrees, implying that the answers are meant to be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Also like my videos, and may God bless you.